I used to think sitting was harmless, even relaxing, something we earned after decades of hard work. But what if I told you that the chair you're sitting on right now could be silently taking years off your life, especially after 60? And the scariest part is, most people don't even realize it's happening until it's too late. So before you get comfortable and settle in, I want you to stay with me for the next few minutes. Because what I'm about to share could completely change how you see your daily routine, your health, and even your future. You see, once we cross the age of 60, our bodies begin to change in ways we can't always feel immediately. Muscles naturally weaken, metabolism slows down, circulation becomes less efficient, and joints stiffen more quickly. And when we sit for long periods, all of these changes accelerate silently in the background. It's not just about feeling a little stiff when you stand up, it's about what's happening deep inside your body where you can't see it. Think about your daily routine for a moment. Maybe you wake up, have breakfast, sit down to read or watch TV. Maybe spend some time on your phone, then sit again for lunch, maybe a nap, more sitting in the evening, and before you know it, you've spent 8, 10, even 12 hours sitting without realizing it. And here's the truth that most people don't talk about. Your body was never designed to stay still for that long. When you sit for extended periods, your muscles go into a kind of sleep mode, especially the large muscles in your legs and hips. These muscles are crucial for keeping your metabolism active and your blood circulating properly. But when they're inactive, your body starts slowing down essential processes. Your blood sugar levels can rise, fat burning enzymes become less effective, and your circulation becomes sluggish. And after 60, this becomes even more dangerous because your body doesn't bounce back the way it used to. In your younger years, you could sit for hours and then go for a walk or do some activity, and your body would recover quickly. But now, recovery takes longer, and the damage from prolonged sitting builds up over time. One of the biggest hidden dangers of sitting too long is how it affects your heart. When circulation slows down, your heart has to work harder to pump blood through your body. Over time, this increases the risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and even stroke. And the frightening part is, you might feel completely fine while this is happening. But it doesn't stop there. Sitting for long hours can also affect your blood sugar levels. Your body becomes less sensitive to insulin, which can lead to higher blood sugar levels and increase the risk of type 2 diabetes. And again, this risk becomes much higher as we age. Now let's talk about your muscles and joints. Have you ever noticed how stiff you feel after sitting for a long time? Maybe your knees feel tight, your hips ache, your back feels sore. That's not just a temporary discomfort, it's a sign that your body is losing mobility. Over time, this stiffness can turn into chronic pain, reduced flexibility, and even difficulty performing simple daily activities like walking, climbing stairs, or getting up from a chair. And then there's something many people overlook: your balance. When you sit too much, the muscles that help you stay stable and balanced become weaker, and after 60, balance is critical because a simple fall can lead to serious injuries that take months to recover from, or worse, change your independence completely. But here's where it gets even more surprising. Sitting too long doesn't just affect your body. It also affects your brain. Reduced blood flow means less oxygen and nutrients reaching your brain, which can impact memory, focus, and overall mental sharpness. Some studies even suggest a link between prolonged sitting and an increased risk of cognitive decline. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I'm not that inactive. I move around sometimes, and that's great. But the key here is not just exercise, it's how often you interrupt long periods of sitting, because even if you exercise for 30 minutes a day, sitting for the remaining 10 hours can still have negative effects. Let me paint a simple picture for you. Imagine your body like a car engine. If you leave it idle for too long, it doesn't perform well. Parts start to wear down and efficiency drops. But if you keep it running, even at a gentle pace, everything works better. Your body is the same way. It thrives on regular movement. The good news is, this is something you can start fixing immediately. You don't need a gym, you don't need intense workouts, and you don't need to overhaul your entire lifestyle overnight. Small, consistent changes can make a massive difference. Start by breaking up your sitting time every 30 to 45 minutes. Stand up, stretch, walk around your room, even for just 2 to 3 minutes. It may sound simple, but this small habit can improve circulation, wake up your muscles, and keep your metabolism active. If you're watching TV, use commercial breaks or pauses as reminders to stand and move. If you're on your phone, stand up while using it. If you're reading, take a short walk between chapters. These tiny adjustments add up more than you think. Another powerful habit is incorporating gentle movement throughout your day. Walking is one of the best things you can do. Even short walks around your home or outside can improve heart health, strengthen muscles, and boost your mood. You don't need to walk miles, just keep moving regularly. Stretching is also incredibly important. Simple stretches for your legs, hips, back, and shoulders can reduce stiffness and improve flexibility. And the best part is, you can do them at home without any equipment. And let's not forget about posture. When you do sit, how you sit matters. Keep your back straight, shoulders relaxed, and feet flat on the floor. Avoid slouching or leaning forward for long periods, as this can strain your spine and lead to pain over time. Hydration plays a role too. Drinking enough water not only supports your overall health, but also encourages you to get up more often, because naturally, you'll need to move. Now, here's something that might surprise you. Even standing is better than sitting, but it's not a complete solution. The goal is movement, not just changing positions. Your body needs activity, even if it's light and gentle. If you've been sitting a lot for years, don't worry. It's never too late to start. Your body has an incredible ability to adapt and improve even after 60. The key is consistency, not perfection. You might feel a little discomfort at first when you start moving more. Maybe your muscles feel tight or you get tired quickly. That's normal. It's your body waking up after being inactive. Give it time, be patient, and keep going. And here's something important to remember. This is not about adding years to your life only. It's about adding life to your years. Being able to move freely, stay independent, enjoy time with your family, and feel strong in your own body. Because at the end of the day, health is not just about avoiding disease, it's about how you feel every single day. Your energy, your confidence, your ability to do the things you love. So the next time you find yourself sitting for too long, I want you to remember this moment. Remember that small changes can lead to big results. Stand up, take a few steps, stretch your body, and remind yourself that every bit of movement matters. You don't need to wait for a perfect time to start. You can start right now, even while watching this. Stand up, roll your shoulders, take a few steps. Your body will thank you for it. And if you found this message helpful, share it with someone you care about. Because so many people over 60 are sitting more than they realize. And this simple awareness could make a huge difference in their lives. Stay active, stay aware, and most importantly, take care of your body, because it's the only place you have to live for the rest of your life. Sitting for long hours after the age of 60 may feel harmless and even comfortable, but inside the body, it triggers a chain reaction that quietly slows down vital functions and weakens overall health. As the years go by, muscles begin to lose strength naturally, and when they are not used for long periods, they become even weaker, especially the large muscles in the legs and hips, which play a major role in keeping the body stable, active, and balanced. As these muscles stay inactive, metabolism begins to slow down, which means the body burns fewer calories and processes sugar less efficiently, leading to gradual weight gain and increased strain on internal system. Circulation also starts to suffer, because movement is what helps blood flow smoothly throughout the body. And when you remain seated for too long, blood begins to pool in the lower body, making it harder for the heart to pump effectively and deliver oxygen and nutrients where they are needed. This added strain on the heart over time increases the risk of serious conditions such as high blood pressure, heart disease, and even stroke. While all of this is happening silently, without obvious warning signs, blood sugar levels can also rise because the body becomes less sensitive to insulin, which plays a key role in regulating sugar levels in the bloods. And this raises the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, especially in older adults whose bodies already face reduced efficiency in managing glucose. Joint health is also deeply affected, as long periods of sitting cause stiffness in the knees, hips, and lower back, which gradually reduces flexibility and range of motion, making everyday movements like standing up, walking, or climbing stairs feel more difficult and uncomfortable. Over time, this stiffness can turn into chronic pain that limits independence and confidence. Balance is another hidden victim of prolonged sitting, because the muscles responsible for stability become weaker and less responsive, increasing the risk of falls, which can have serious consequences after 60 when recovery is slower and injuries can be more severe. Bone strength may also decline due to lack of movement, because bones need regular activity and weight bearing to stay strong. And when the body remains inactive for too long, bone density can decrease, raising the risk of fractures even from minor accidents. Beyond the physical effects, the impact reaches the brain, as reduced circulation means less oxygen and fewer nutrients are delivered to brain cells, which can affect memory, focus, and mental clarity, making it harder to stay sharp and engaged in daily life. Energy levels also drop because the body becomes less efficient at producing and using energy, leading to feelings of fatigue even without much activity. which creates a cycle where low energy leads to more sitting and more sitting leads to even lower energy. This pattern slowly chips away at overall health and quality of life, without most people realizing that the simple act of sitting for extended periods is playing a major role in these changes, especially when it becomes a daily habit repeated over months and years. The real solution to the dangers of sitting too long after 60 is not about pushing the body into intense workouts or exhausting routines, but about making simple, consistent changes that keep the body gently active throughout the day, because the human body responds better to regular movement than occasional bursts of effort, especially as it ages. One of the most powerful habits is breaking long periods of sitting by standing up every 30 to 45 minutes, even for just a few minutes, because this small action wakes up the muscles, improves blood circulation, and helps the body maintain a steady metabolic rhythm instead of slipping into a slow, inactive state. Walking plays a key role here because it is natural, low impact, and accessible for almost everyone, whether it is a short walk around the room, stepping outside for fresh air, or moving around the house while doing daily tasks. Each step helps engage the leg muscles, which are essential for supporting balance, strength, and overall mobility. Over time, these small walking moments build endurance without putting stress on the joints. Stretching is another simple yet powerful tool because it helps release stiffness that builds up during sitting, especially in the hips, knees, back, and shoulders. And when done regularly, it improves flexibility, posture, making movement feel easier and more comfortable throughout the day. Even light activities such as standing while talking on the phone, organizing small items around the house, or gently moving the arms and legs can keep the body engaged and prevent long periods of stillness that lead to decline. Consistency is the key factor because the body adapts to what it does most often. So when movement becomes a regular part of the routine, the body begins to function more efficiently. Circulation improves, oxygen flows more freely, muscles stay active, and joints remain more flexible, which all contribute to better energy levels and a greater sense of independence. This approach also reduces the pressure on the heart because regular movement supports healthy blood flow and prevents the sluggish circulation that comes from prolonged sitting. It also helps the body regulate blood sugar more effectively because active muscles use glucose for energy, which lowers the risk of spikes that can lead to metabolic issues over time. Another important benefit is improved balance and coordination because frequent movement keeps stabilizing muscles engaged and responsive, reducing the likelihood of falls, which is especially important after 60 when maintaining independence becomes a priority. Posture also improves naturally because the body is not locked into one position for hours, which reduces strain on the spine and minimizes discomfort in the neck and back. Energy levels tend to rise as well because the body becomes more efficient at producing and using energy, leading to a feeling of lightness and alertness instead of fatigue and knee heaviness. This creates a positive cycle where feeling better encourages more movement, and more movement continues to improve overall health. All of this can be achieved without special equipment or complicated routines, making it practical and sustainable for daily life and showing that small, consistent actions can have a powerful impact on long-term health and well-being.